There we go.
Hey!
Nice. All right. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Age of Lemuria. What is this, episode 15? I believe it is. Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the sessions. Things are going to start wrapping up here, one way or another. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with our players. Everybody wants to jump in. Hunk Papa, tell me about yourself and who are you playing as?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zelif. I am an author and dungeon master, and today I'll be playing Ulfgar Ashencloak, the game.
Excellent. Leonardo, who are you playing today?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Leo. I'm playing Cortex, the Norseman, who's kind of conflicted. And well, I also started to DM lately, and I'm having a blast with it. So well, let's see what happens.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work if you're doing it right.
Indeed.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up? Who
All
are you
right.
playing?
I'm Leah, and I'm playing Ava, the human fighter, who is just now gotten to a little bit of a magical trouble, and followed by the kerfuffle that's just happened. So she's at a turning point in her life. So we'll see where this crazy adventure takes her.
All right. So previously, what happened, guys? Ava wasn't here, so what happened?
Well, after we found the lizard by the moat house, we actually interacted with it, found out it was a guardian drake. The moat house was burnt down as if it was attacked. We kind of were able to investigate the moat house without a combat with the guardian drake.
Wow.
Yeah, we got out of there, and as we were getting out of it, we actually found the people we were looking for.
I believe they found you.
Yeah, and their leader is someone very, very close to me, who is Cortex's brother. Well, they fought each other. Cortex won. Apparently,
I see your diplomatic skills are on par with the Knoll incident.
Yeah, well,
Not much diplomacy in this one.
I guess Cortex beat the hell out of his brother. That's what happened. And well, his brother is following the Holy Master, and according to him, was planning to go up to their village to actually show the truth to everyone. So Cortex, crippled his arm, so he couldn't fight anymore, and captured him with his men, and we're back at the farm.
We also found out that we are now possibly being hunted by one of the more xenophobic inquisitors of the Inquisition. And Ulfgar is currently uncovering an entrance to a sacred location to the dwarves.
Oh dear. Why is this xenophobic person after us?
I mean, he's really not, but if Cortex brother escape, he probably will.
Ah. More writing on the wall
Yeah.
than a monologue.
Well, okay. I guess that's all that happened.
Yeah, is there any reason I'm outside playing with a dog while everybody else is inside?
It is currently raining outside, and this dog, who looks half-starved, but you've been taking fairly good care of it, it's wagging its tail at you, Ava, And the dog has been christened as Spark. Yeah. The dog's like, how do you interact with this creature?
Sort of scratch its head and behind the ears.
It wags its tail, and it like shakes and gets the water on you.
I'll do that laughing grimace that you do when something cute does something unpleasant.
It's just currently raining outside. It's not a heavy rain, it's like a constant mist.
Let's see, is there... I'm thinking the dog might not be allowed inside, or is it just hanging outside because it wants to?
You yourself have not been inside, have you? Actually, you have, yes. You know that this is like a farmhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, dogs are allowed inside. They've got bulldogs and stuff, so...
I'll probably sort of whistle and make my way into the house, trying to call it with me.
Are you bribing it with anything?
A little bit is sort of like a little piece of food.
It eagerly follows you.
I assume it could smell that there might be more going on inside as well.
Oh yes, very much so. As you step into the house, Ava, it's like an old wooden farmhouse, right? You notice like the wooden tables and the wooden floor. You also see two people huddling around a captured figure. His arm is mangled and not even patched up. It looks pretty bad. You were there when you saw Cortec and this person fight. You didn't see the devastating blow that he landed and dropped him. These two characters look very much alike. One is soaked in blood, and he's currently holding onto his right arm, which is currently mangled. He has two figures standing over him. It seems to be Mudskip and Cortec. He doesn't seem to be afraid of Cortec at all, but Mudskip seems to be smacking him around pretty solidly during this interrogation. She currently holds a symbol within her hand, a symbol which this person had used.
Okay. I'm not happy about this, but I'll sort of walk over to the opposite corner and like drag a little chair with me, sort of sit with my arms crossed right next to the fire, staring at them from across the room, making it clear that I'm not party to this, but
the dog follows you
I'm
and
curious.
like swats at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wanting that sweet, sweet treat you've bribed it with.
I'll drop it.
It gobbles it up quickly and like wags its tail. Of course, always wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
What is everyone else doing as you're currently looming over this figure? This poor, innocent, bound, I forgot to mention that, person. Looks very much like you, Cortec. Got the shaggy beard and the long
hairy everything.
Just a wild man of the north. Clearly not any of the civilized, peoples.
Well, oh man. All right. Well,
I think we get a shot, right, of Ulfgar babysitting this mining pickaxe. It's just like, what is everybody doing currently? So we got Ava sitting by the fire. We have Cortec looming over his brother, and we have Ulfgar sitting out in the rain, watching the work getting done. What do you do?
See, there's a kitchen area. I'd make myself and maybe a little extra food. I'd give some to the dog and sort of put it out, but also sort of... My intent, I guess, is to wait till they're done doing whatever they're doing and then give some food to the guy.
Farmer Ed stops you and is like, that'll be like, you're feeding that beast off of my rations? I'll be a silver.
I won't say anything, but reach in my pocket, without breaking eye contact, and drop 2 silvers.
We got mangy dogs, we got mangy humans, we got mangy everything coming in. It's going to be like a poorhouse now? I swear. Just letting everything and everyone in now. By the way, outside in the rain, you walked by a camp of what appears to be bandits who used to be robbing this place. But for now, they seem to be pretty behaved. For now.
Well, Cortec will get some food and feed his brother, Lorca.
I believe you've offered him food and he rejected it.
Well, he'll try to intimidate his brother into it.
Okay. Go ahead and smack around your brother to eat. How are you doing this, by the way? How are you? I'm curious.
Come on, one. You gently caress his face, and you take the spoon and you make the "Here comes the choo-choo train."
No, well, Cortec will bring the food. Look at his brother and says, like, even though I don't like you, not even a little bit right now, you gotta eat. So eat.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
All right.
So he was scared of Mudskip, right? And his hunger, right, because he's been bleeding out, like drives him on, right? And he begins to eat. He glares at you angrily despite your intimidating power. He yields and begins eating with his left hand. It's shaky
right.
as he's like, not used to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, as he's eating, Cortec touches his back. Actually, no, he just uses a healing word to just make the bleeding stop. And
Sure. Yeah.
Ulfgar is going to begin ritually casting Detect Magic while he waits for the pick.
How far is that range? 30 feet. And
It is concentration up to 10 minutes, though, too.
Okay. Casting it, so you'll have it. Okay. All right. And then 1 foot of stone. You currently, in your current location, you only sense magic coming from your holy symbol and the items that you currently have on you. You don't sense. Not far away. You're too far away to see that. Okay. Yeah. That's all you currently see. There is other magics around, though. There is other magics around. Anything else?
Now, from Ulfgar, he's just going to wait for it to be finished for an opening to form.
Ava, Cortec, anything else before this passageway opens?
After that intimidation and the healing done, Cortec tries to persuade his brother to cooperate. Well, see, Lorca, you should cooperate and listen to me. You cannot just go around and, put our family in danger.
Like you are?
No, I'm not.
Oh no, is he gonna get into one of those? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Nuh-uh. Yeah-huh.
I mean, they're brothers, right? They're brothers, so you're going to expect this, right?
They've already been doing that.
Yeah, they've been spitting, spatting at each other, right? He's like, yeah, you left before I did, so.
Well, yes, you were younger, and I left to actually try to make a name for our tribe. Not like you that left with a purpose and changed it halfway.
He spits on the ground, right? You've given him food, so he's now got spit, right? Spits on the ground on your feet, and he says, "You think I just do it for fame and fortune? You're such a pathetic loser. You know why I left? I've tried to find a cure for our brother.
Yeah.
You're an ass.
All right. Did you find it?
I did. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
Well,
Before you broke my hand." He like holds up his. Well, I mean, have you freed him yet? That's a good question.
no. Like,
So he's kind of eating like this, right? like that, right?
really? Well, tell me about this cure.
Go ahead and kill me. I know you want to.
Yes, I do, but you're still my brother.
So like he just continues to eat. He just shakes his head. He's like, I've already told you everything.
All right, make sure you get some rest. Then Cortex leave.
Anything from Ava?
Oh boy.
Yeah, this spat is visible. You
Yeah.
also, Ava, while you're like looking around, go ahead and roll me a perception and see if you notice this.
Oh, Ava, we know she's not the most perceptive, but we'll see.
Maybe. This isn't too hard because it's literally. Yeah. The brother's squabbling has wrapped your attention.
Good old Ava.
I mean, that's currently the most exciting thing that's going on right now. You got somebody who's digging, and then you've got somebody who's like family spat. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Are we just going to wait until the pick keeps picking, or what? What are we going to do?
Well, at least for Cortex, he wants to spend the night and leave the next day.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is the passageway opens within 15 minutes.
Oh.
When it's getting close to opening, I'm going to open up my senses.
Are you, Ulfgar, from this opening?
I don't know. You never marked on the map where the opening might be.
Right here.
Let's see here.
Where are you placing the pickaxe?
The pickaxe would be about here. So he's staying about 15 feet away from it.
Mm-hmm.
As it's getting closer to being finished, he's going to open up his senses to the eyes of the.
So what happens is like the pickaxe is picking, right? And then all of a sudden the pickaxe disappears underground as it collapses. There's a hole leading into something.
Does Ulfgar have any time to react?
That's an excellent question. We're going to roll me a reflex save as you're attempting to grab the pickaxe before it falls.
Dexterity save, you said?
It is.
Yeah. Old timer.
Oh yeah, you easily grab it. You see the mud sliding in, right? And you're a dwarf. You know like when stuff is going to collapse. And there's a hole that crumbles inwards. You still maintain your pickaxe, however. and the black depths open up to you.
He is going to ready in case something tries to come out of the hole. He still has the detect magic active. Does he sense anything now that there's been a hole?
30 feet now.
He's going to use his Eyes of the Grave then. Does he... Let me post that.
That's... You do not sense any undead. How about death? Do you sense death? That's a great question. I'm going to play with this a little. Yeah. You do not sense any undead, to be clear. However, when you eyes switch over, you do see 3 figures floating around you.
He is going to ritually cast Minor Speak with the Dead.
Excellent. This is a custom spell for audience at home. Me and him discussed this, and it is very much like Speak with Animal for the Ranger. So yes, you have the ability to verbally communicate with the dead or for a duration, right? So what is it that you ask these creatures, these ancestors that you recognize?
I ask them what awaits us in the depths.
They disappear momentarily, right? As they descend into the depths. They return and say simple phrases, right? They say, empty, bones, tomb.
Gems, he says as a question.
The spiritual like wisps and ghosts kind of like float there, and they shake their heads no.
He is going to thank them, and he is going to go join the others.
Because your spell lasts for 10 minutes, your ancestors like continue to follow you, and you kind of have like this like short discussions of like, how are you doing? And like, we see you from the other side. Everything's so foggy.
He will address them and continue the polite conversation as he walks.
As Ulfgar comes inside, he's literally talking to himself. You guys see nothing. You guys see absolutely nothing, as he's clearly insane and talking to himself. He's just like, what are you saying? As this is like a one-sided conversation that nobody else can see. Mudskip looks at you, right? Like, what's the matter with him?
Noticing the awkward attention that he's brought upon himself,
well, I need
he
you
will
to make a perception. Well, actually, your passive will work. Yeah, you notice he looks. Yeah, your passive will work just fine. And so, of course, everybody's like, yeah, he's talking to himself. And by the way, your eyes are glowing, right?
Right, his eyes have glazed over into looks like an inky black void.
Yeah, he looks weird as shit.
Are you alright, Ulfgar?
I am communing with my ancestors. The passageway beneath has opened up, and I was hoping they would know what awaits us below. It has been some time since they have been able to communicate with our kind.
I see. So you think you achieved some sort of breakthrough now?
Ulfgar smiles. Child, I am a gatekeeper. I stand between the passage of life and death. The ancestors have always been close by. I have merely opened the gate so that I might commune with them.
Well, I am happy for you.
I was hoping to find some supplies beneath for the coming battle. I seek an offering to the ancestors to bring back the canoness and some gems that might be below, but my ancestors do not believe there is anything waiting for us in this.
Well, Cortec points to Ulfgar, says, "Well, let me know how I can help. Just keep in mind that I still need to deal with him," and points to Yorza.
Of course, I would not have such rabble desecrating my home, desecrating the tomb of the ancestors.
So as you say that, one of your ancestors comes up and places their hand upon your shoulder and says, "Tomb desecrated, disturbed."
Ulfgar nods.
So he's just like nodding as he's like, "Yep."
He's nodding, and you just see him sigh, and he feels like a burden's been placed upon him. So he kind of slinks down a little closer and shakes his head in disappointment.
Gold mantle.
At this point, Ava's just like, she's realized he does his own thing. He's doing his crazy old man magic thing.
His eyes blazing and shit, and like, oh, okay, weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay, Ulfgar, but she knows he can pull it out of his ass and save them when he needs to. So
I mean, you guys have seen his ancestors. I mean, you did see them manifest.
Yeah.
But you saw him
She's
with
just
all their
fine
dead.
with letting him do his thing when he needs to. It's sort of just like, you know how you pat somebody on the shoulder, be like, that's nice. So Ava's just sort of letting it all happen.
Ava, I need you to roll me a perception as you walk through one of his ancestors. See if you feel a little tingling sensation as you literally walk through a ghost.
What is that, perception you said?
Yeah.
Oh hey, what's up, guys?
Oh hey.
Feel a little tingling sensation. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? I've been seeing you in forever. You guys
we are
playing
currently
some
gaming and going live. We're currently streaming on Twitch.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, gotcha.
No worries. Yeah. So Ava, you notice this as you walk through. You feel the tingling sensation of Ulfgar's ancestors.
Yeah. She'll sort of pause for a minute and sort of feel it, just experience it, and sort of take a couple steps away. And then look back to Ulfgar and say, "What do you need? What do you need us to do?" Specifically not looking at Cortec as she does this, but does use the word us.
I might need to see this for myself. I don't know where else we might be able to find the materials I need, and this is sacred ground. I will have been the first dwarf to set foot in this tomb since its creation.
Ava will not be like, "I'll help however I can." But also on the inside, she's really excited to see ancient dwarf stuff because she has a feeling it's gonna be pretty cool. So she's trying to look solemn and professional on the outside.
Well, Cortec looks at Ulfgar and says, "Well, Ulfgar, can we talk in private for a second?
I'm afraid you won't be in private with me. Think these ancestors will be with me for some time.
3 answers. He's never alone, man. He's never alone.
I'm fine with that. I just need a bit of your wisdom.
Ulfgar nods. He starts to walk to the back, but as he passes by Farmer Ed, he's going to place a hand on his shoulder and offer him 2 silver pieces.
He accepts. He assumes it's for food.
He will explain. I need some pen, ink, and paper for the young lady, as he motions to...
Give me a luck roll. You have a good chance. You have a good chance. Oh yeah. He goes into his room, right, off to the side, and he grabs some ink and pen, right? He comes back and he says, "These are not common out here."
Thus, the generous price.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion. He accepts it, right? He says, you can't have all of it, right? But you can have and borrow it. You can write a letter or something like that, but you can't have it. So he's allowing you to use his ink set and his paper, but you can't have it. Does that make sense?
Right. I mean, as long as we can take the paper.
Yes.
So he is going to take the set over to Lynn so that she can start writing down her memoir of what happened at Fort Malgrave on parchment instead of the skins that she's been trying to write with charcoal.
She's grateful, right? She's very grateful, and she begins writing on it. She's going to be like, I'm going to need more than just this. Anything else?
He's going to start making his way back towards the back room and motion for Cortec to follow.
Excellent.
Alright, well, Cortec follows him. And as soon as they are alone, apparently, Cortec looks at him and says, well, remember the night you woke me up asking if everything was alright?
Aye, you're in quite the cold sweat, lad.
Yes,
Cold
exactly.
sweat.
Well, that's because I had a vision during my dreams of a black-haired, green-eyed woman, and before I could actually figure out or ask who she was, she woke me up. But she said something about killing someone. So, I mean, if you happen to know anything about a black-haired, green-eyed property and what she might mean by it, because I'm really afraid she meant that I need to kill my own brother, and I don't know if that's the best course of action.
You need to be careful, lad, accepting promises from demons.
So you're saying that it might be a demon?
I'm saying they take many forms, and they have been known to assail my kind before. They like to promise power and wealth for doing their dirty work, but it never turns out the way that you hope.
Well, this is the thing. I wasn't promised anything. I was just, pointed to a course of action.
So why listen to an imaginary voice? Did this woman come from your tribe or something? Such as my ancestors do.
Well, I don't know where she comes from, but to me it seems she was a nation of what I believe.
If you're going to kill your brother, do it for your sake, not for the sake of some imagined woman.
Well, that's the thing. The problem goes even further. Well, he said he wanted to go back to our tribe and impose the will of the Holy Master there. And I don't think that would be good for the tribe. I think that I can't let him go, and I can't risk him doing that. And I think that the visions I had on my bowl were actually talking about him. So, any insight?
Let me ask you, Korotek, what are you to your tribe?
Well, I'm a tribesman. I'm one of them. I don't need to be nothing else.
Do you follow the will of the tribe, or do you make the will of the tribe?
Well, I guess that's a difficult question, but mostly I follow what we believe in, that is follows, and everyone follows that.
So you don't follow the tribe at all, Kortek. You simply follow a belief that may or may not be a reality.
You're wise, old man.
Ulfgar nods as he strokes his beard and nods to the ancestors that are still around.
As his dark eyes, continue to stare at you, Kortek.
Mm-hmm. Well, so do you believe that I should live with the death of my brother on me?
Lad, I'm not telling you what you need to do with your life. I am suggesting if you are going to harm family, not to do so for an imaginary woman, as he winks at Kortek.
I mean, not to do so for imaginary murder and winks at me?
It sounds to me like you're more threatened of what the Holy Master is to you than you are of what it means to your tribe.
No, I just think that my tribe is good up north, and we don't need anyone else dictating what we should do.
But you yourself has said you follow the will of the tribe. Is it the will of the tribe to join the Holy Master? Have you given them that choice, or will you take their will into your own hands and force them into your way?
Well, as far as I know, everything I was taught, everyone was taught there. And no one ever actually questioned it. But, I mean, I guess I could go back and ask them.
Ulfgar smiles. Maybe a little questioning will keep you sane.
Yeah, but what to do with Morton?
He is your brother. That is on your hands.
Yeah,
he works for the Inquisition. If he reports us to this Bartholomew, there will be only blood.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. It might affect all of us.
As I have said, the decision is yours, Kortek. Seems to me like you have a bit of thinking to do.
Well, Cortec extends his hand to shake off and says, well, thank you for your thought.
Ulfgar nods and shakes his hand.
Well, Cortec is gonna go somewhere where he can rest by himself.
As Kortek leaves, Ulfgar, you get a single residenting word. Demon.
Well,
Ulfgar is a little unsettled by this, but he contemplates their words.
Oh, man.
It's not the first time that the other species have been led astray by the demons, and apparently it's not the first time that the dwarves have either.
Speaking of lesser species, Ava, you get a lick on your hand as this dog is like wagging its tail. Spark like woofs at you, woof, and wants to go outside and play.
she'll look out the window, see the weather, sigh deeply, and sort of force herself up off the chair, and sort of, on the way out, grab like a piece of wood or something that could be used to fetch.
Okay.
And just sort of take it and chuck it the second she steps out the door.
As you chuck it, go ahead and make an attack roll. Are you heading towards the bandit side? That's a great question. Which side are you heading, actually? I'm going to allow you to have control over this dog.
I would go back out towards the tree and the fields.
Excellent. Ava, that's when you notice it. You see a tree. It seems to be snowing around this tree. Despite the rain and everything else, it seems to be snowing.
She'll sort of rub her eyes and sort of look again.
Should have control over the dog now.
Yeah. So be next to me. So do I do like an investigation something?
Are you approaching the frozen tree?
We'll sort of look at it from a little bit far away first.
Sure, roll it. Investigation. Actually, this would be knowledge nature.
Okay.
Yes, that isn't any normal tree. That is a tree of the Fae.
Oh. I'll sort of be very curious and take a couple steps forward and just be like, hello? Is someone there?
You get no reply. Go ahead and move yourself towards the tree.
Yeah.
The dog barks like, row, row, row. You still have the stick in your hand.
I'll sort of throw it in
The dog does not approach the
this
tree.
direction. Sort of distract the dog, so he'll go off and run after that.
The dog chases after the stick and
I don't know.
comes right back. As you approach, like this pathway, You stick out your hand and you feel like this bitter cold as you reach past the what appears to be some form of barrier. You take no damage, but if you had left your hand out there, you're pretty confident that you would. It is bitterly cold. You believe that this is a fae from the Winter Court.
I'll sort of like absentmindedly pick up the stick and throw it again, but not taking my eyes off the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the green that made of the path? What is that?
It seems like some sort of pathway.
But is it cold? Because the leaves don't appear to be frozen.
These leaves seem to be like a pathway leading up to the tree. However, if you step off of this pathway, you're fairly certain that you will take cold damage because it is intensely cold.
We'll stay on the pathway, take a couple more steps towards the tree.
The dog approaches and whimpers and does not cross this barrier. What do you do as you approach it? You notice that there's some sort of offering plate.
Well, I will remember the last encounter. I remember that there was an offering plate. And so I will sort of use transference of knowledge and try to put a gold piece into the offering.
You place a single gold piece upon the offering. Unlike the other one that you saw, there is no gold here. There's no pile of gold or anything.
Is it just an empty plate?
It appears to be just an empty plate.
I'll put the gold in the offering plate, and I'll just sort of just kneel down next to it and sort of try and be quiet and respectful.
Right before your eyes, you see the gold literally disappear as some creature literally pockets it.
Yeah. Ava's curious, but she's also a little nervous, but she's mostly curious.
Roll me a perception as this happens literally right before your eyes.
Classic Ava.
The coin's there, and then it just disappears.
So she sort of jolts a little bit just because it's such a high adrenaline situation. She doesn't know what's going on, but she's mostly sort of excited. So she sort of just kneels down and say, I bear you nothing but a tribute and my respect. I have no ill will.
On your shoulder, you feel this walking sensation, 2 taps, and it's not very often that humans bow to the Winter Court. Why have you come here, human? Why do you seek an offering? It is not the season.
You revealed your presence in this grove, and I felt it was only necessary to leave a token of my appreciation.
And I shall give you a token in return for such kindness. From the plate, a single arrow is placed.
Ava will look at it.
Blue.
Oh. She'll reach her hand out slowly.
This arrow is cold to the touch.
she'll pick it up and sort of bow her head and say, I thank you for your great kindness.
A gift for a gift.
She'll nod and sort of wait to sort of be dismissed if that's what's going, because she doesn't want to, like, stand up and walk away and leave the Fae at her back.
Roll me a general persuasion. See if this Fae is going to mess with you, Annie.
Ooh.
Amazing. In your ear, this Fae says, "It is rare that I have such visitors, so beautiful and fair. I shall grant you a gift." And she whispers you her true name.
Oh, wow.
I will message you this.
Oh, damn.
I mean, that's what happens when you crit on a persuasion, bro.
Wow.
That's what happens, buddy. Yeah. What do you think was going to happen if she rolled a natural 1?
So Ava is sort of shocked on the inside, but tries not to show it too badly. So she'll sort of bow her head again and say, I thank you for this great honor. I am Ava Fletcher, and if anything bothers your grove, you can count on me to try and defend it.
Humans.
There you go, making promises.
Interesting.
Notice that word try?
Hey, that's still a human promise. You feel like this cold hand, small, tiny, caressed your cheek. And she says, "You are not the first human who has promised that and disappeared. Humans are like the spring. They don't last very long."
Ava will sort of nod her head and say, well, we don't last very long. Spring is bright and warm and full of life. And in the end, maybe that's enough.
Winter will always meet you in the end.
And I'll sort of nod and say, I'm not afraid, Winter.
I think this is like where you like grasp the cold arrow and like you hold it up and you see like frostbite, like frost stemming off of this arrow.
Oh. Does it appear to be actually made of wood, or is it...
Oh no, this is something not of this world. It feels cold in your hand. Unnaturally so.
Ava will look at it for a minute, and then slowly put it into her quiver. And she'll sort of nod to the Fae again, say, thank you for the gift. If you are
You hear this whisper, remember your promise to try.
I'll nod my head and I say, thank you. And if it will not disturb you, I will take my leave.
It's the spring. Yeah, you depart. I assume following the same path, otherwise it gets really cold.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah.
So, as she leaves, her eyes sort of, not quite spots, but like, you know the feeling when you step out of somewhere dark after a long time? Or like the movie theaters, maybe. It feels really weird to be in the light, and also like
Your hands are like
yeah.
really, really cold, right? As you come out of this place. Even despite being protected, you still have like this like purple fingertips.
I don't know, I'll sort of breathe on it. And shake my hand out.
Awesome. Anything else? A promise was made. A name was given.
She's sort of still in a bit of a daze. And then the dog sort of comes up and like drops the
dog's
stick.
like has a stick and like yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it.
And so Ava sort of shakes herself and throws it sort of away off in that direction and sort of starts walking that direction away from the grove.
Awesome. You continue to play fetch with the animal. What is everyone else doing? It is getting towards dark.
Well, Cortec is gonna be like by himself, trying to like connect to whatever he saw on his dreams and ask for answers, and at the same time, after the talk with Ophir, he starts questioning like his actions and his blind, kind of like search for actually putting the name of his tribe out. Doesn't matter what happens.
Roll it.
It's
You're trying to stare into the bowl, right?
yeah, that and just actually trying to talk with any entity that
Sure. Roll it.
would be perception.
Yeah.
All right. Cortex gonna use guidance for that. Yeah.
Your bowl remains empty.
Wow.
Cortex fills it with water.
Okay. Yeah, you fill it with water. And you stare at it, right? And you don't get anything.
Well, Cortex is seriously doubting himself. But, well, he'll leave that be. He will go sit by his brother and ask about his travels. Well, tell me what happened to this point.
Roll me a persuasion.
Alright. Still with guidance?
Are you, well, let me get this correct. Are you threatening? Are you going to continue the threatening nature of your previous conversation? Like, you're going to tell me what you've been doing here, or how are you approaching this?
No, he's actually like he changed his attitude towards it.
You will
Good
have
cop now? Instead of the bad cop?
Yep, you will have disadvantage here.
Alright, well, it's fine, I guess.
I mean, you were just no more than an hour ago yelling and smacking him around. What do you think's going to happen? Hey, we need to talk, man. It's only been an hour. Hey, I healed you, but I smacked you around.
But they are siblings, so that's not too far out of the realm of
disadvantage. Currently, it's still disadvantage.
All right. Okay.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, even if you used your, so like your brother's like really really tired, right? He's fed, right? It's like, what do you want to know?
Well, tell me about your travels and how you actually came to the conclusion that you had to follow the answer?
Says I'll tell you in the morning after I've slept.
Okay, well, Vortek will actually carry his brother to a private place where he can sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, which will watch over him for a while, and then we'll go rest himself.
Your brother's like exceptionally tired, right? He's been fighting. He's got his arm damage and everything else. It doesn't take him long to like fall asleep. You've healed him, right? So he's no longer like bleeding out or anything like that. But he is exhausted. Like he, right? It's been a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a day. What's
All
everyone
right.
else doing?
Wolfgar is explaining to Mudskipper that we're going to need to, at least for a short time, take a look inside the tomb. He'll explain that he needs to find an offering for the ancestors to bring back the Canoness from the other side.
So Mudskip approaches you, right? After having dealt with Cortex's filthy brother and interrogated him successfully. So she's still a little amped up, a little frustrated and angry, right? She turns and looks at you and she's like, what are you suggesting, Ulfgar? To participate in one of your dark rituals?
Ulfgar shakes his head. We must find an offering for the ancestors. I seek a diamond, and I seek rubies. They may be beneath.
She's like, yeah, good luck trying to find those. She laughs at that, and she's like, oh, you're being serious.
I have ways of finding these that others may not possess. I know this has already been desecrated, but it is worth at least seeing with my own eye.
Ulfgar, what are you expecting to find down there?
Ulfgar smiles. My ancestors.
She like rolls her eyes and she's like, you always go on and on about them. Are you sure you're not just being delusional? She like puts the back of her hand on your forehead and she's like, you've been out in the rain for some time. Are you sure you're not sick?
You have seen them just as I see them. My ancestors are always with me.
I've seen a lot of stuff, Ulfgar. We both have.
Regardless, if we are to bring your Canoness back, I must find an offering for...
Let's see here. You're offering to bring her Canoness back. And she's pretty much accepted that her Canoness is dead. So what are you attempting to do here, Ulfgar?
He's mainly just trying to keep her informed. He will need a diamond of considerable value to submit as an offering
She
to
laughs
the
at
ancestors.
you, right? And she's like, "There's no diamonds around here." Right?
Ulfgar doesn't seem to really care that she's laughing at him.
I mean, you're asking for one of the rarest items in the world, so. It'd be like, you know what? I just need to find a dragon horde. That's all I need. I just need a dragon's horde, and that will be it.
I mean, he's already got a claw. What's to say he can't find a gem?
I mean, yeah, you've even encountered a dragon, so yeah, it's possible.
I mean, yeah, he's not deterred by her disbelief.
Ulfgar, here's a good question. Have you seen a diamond before?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Mudskipper has not. So you're talking about something that she's probably never seen before, right? And you're like, yeah, just diamonds. Diamonds in the sky. And she's just like, sure, buddy. Sure. Right? Right?
Well, as a dwarf, there probably really were diamonds in the sky.
Probably.
Or at least the roof of the whatever.
The stars of the ceiling. Yep.
So he's just trying to inform her that that's what we need to bring her canoness back. And he's going to start preparing for the morning to take a look inside the tomb.
Roll me a persuasion as if she's going to take you serious about this. Oh yeah. She's like, "Are you serious, Elfgar? Are you being serious? You just need a diamond and the canoness will be back?"
Aye, the ancestors need an offering, and that's what I seek to find.
Damn it, Ulfgar. I believe you. I believe you. You have had strange magic brought me back to life yourself, so, I mean, I guess I have no choice. You rolled a natural 20. It's like, all right, Ulfgar, I will aid you in finding this diamond, although I don't know what it looks like.
That's all right.
I've heard of it.
I
heard of
know.
diamonds, but
I've seen diamonds before, and I may have a method of tracking them a little easier, as he winks at her.
you think they're down in this tomb?
I don't know what to expect, but I cannot pass up this opportunity to stand upon hallowed ground.
She nods and she says, "I will go with you. If there's even a chance, a sliver of hope to bring the canoness back, we must try."
Ulfgar nods in agreement to her.
Anything else?
No, that's about it. He's going to get ready to start meditating to prepare for the...
Ava, anything else? Cortex seems to be sleeping. Ulfgar seems to be sleeping. Anything else from Ava?
No, she'll just sort of listen to sort of the planning of the expedition type thing, and she'll sort of talk to the farmer and ask permission to leave the dog behind while she goes down into the mines or whatever.
Roll me a persuasion.
Come on.
He says yes. If you die down there, I will take in the dog. I can at least do that.
She'll sort of nod, and she knows if she says she doesn't plan on dying, he'll probably say some scoffing type thing, so she'll just nod a little and smile a little tightly and say, as she's walking away, "I'll be back." And then go over to give the dog some guilt pet or settling down sleep for the next day.
Excellent. Night descends upon you. And that's when you begin to dream. Cortec, your vision was successful. But it was not in the water.
Ooh, oh, lovely.
Go ahead and place yourselves, each one of you, as you share a joint dream with Cortec.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Have we healed up at this point, or are we still
No,
going
you guys
in?
are asleep. You guys are just starting to sleep. Cortec dragged you into his dreams.
I wasn't trying to do so. Very nice.
Surprise! Surprise!
Well, you've got psionic abilities now. Psh, demons.
Oh,
Demons.
interesting. Cortec, tell me about your homeland. What does it look like? What does the endless ice look like?
Well, it's pretty much a tundra. Well, it's very cold. Has lots of ice and snow, but most plains with low vegetation. And well, north of my village, It's pretty much mountains, icy mountains, as far as you can see.
In the distance, you see mountains, and it is as Kortek describes. You see two birds. Roll me knowledge nature as you're staring at these two birds picking over a dead corpse.
Ooh.
Yep.
What'd you say? Knowledge, nature?
Knowledge nature. So Ava's the fun one.
Of
Ava's
course.
the fun one. Ulfgar and Kortek, you both are aware that these are ravens. Ava, you think that these might be crows or maybe a hawk. You're not quite sure what these two creatures are. They're not very common from where you're from, right?
Not too much.
You watch these creatures, almost as big as a man, picking over this dead corpse, right? And Kortek, this is when you see her. Tell me about the woman of your dreams.
Well, she was, well, for the short time I saw her, she was very pretty, tall, had, well, long dark hair and green eyes, and she seemed to be a warrior.
Roll me knowledge religion, both of you.
Both of you, as in me and Ulfgar? Or I'm just too busy staring at pretty birds.
Kortek, you have already identified this. So you know. And then Ulfgar, yeah, you definitely know. You've seen these before. And then Ava?
Religion?
Knowledge
Good.
religion.
Ha! Wow!
Oh, yeah, you know as much as Kortek does. And Ulfgar, you know a little bit more. So, Kortek, you know that this is a Valkyrie. Ava, you know that this is a Valkyrie. Ulfgar, you gain a little bit more knowledge in regards to this Valkyrie. You know that they are celestials. You share this joint dream, and before you stands this beautiful woman that Kortek describes.
Does it feel like a dream, or does it feel like we're awake?
Oh, it's very much a dream. You remember falling asleep, right? And then all of a sudden, your mind goes blank, and then you wake up to this Kortek's vision of getting above a 20.
Well, Kortek will move up to the woman and ask her, please tell me who you are. What am I supposed to do?
She turns and looks at you, Kortek, and she says, the better question is, who are you?
As they're having this conversation, Ulfgar is walking around her, staying 5 feet away, just examining her and scrutinizing her.
She is tall. She has a winged helmet. She is very, very much Kortek's description. She has, you know how long it took me to find a dark-haired, green-eyed Valkyrie, by the way? It took a long-ass time. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Most of them are blonde. For the integrity of the story.
Most of them are blonde and everything else. But Kortek, buddy, you have specific tastes. But that's what she looks like. I'm telling you right now, that was a pain in the ass. Anyways.
Well,
she is wearing armor, right? She is wearing armor. She has a sword on her hip. She is staring at Kortek and seeming not to pay any attention to Ulfgar or Ava.
Yeah,
she says to Kortek, the better question is, who are you?
Well, Cortec kind of bows a little bit and says, Cortec, I come from Storm Hunter's tribe.
Ulfgar shakes his head. That's not what she means, lad. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
Well, maybe I guess she wants to know that I'm someone that believes in power and in storms. And I guess I'm trying to follow my belief to the best of my capabilities.
We shall see. She gestures over to the two ravens, who seem to be picking over a corpse.
Well, Cortec moves.
Ulfgar is going to stop Ava from getting closer.
Oh. Jeez,
As you approach the ravens, the Valkyrie disappears.
And as I can see, there's the white one there.
And the black one.
Alright, and what can I see body?
Roll me an investigation.
Okay. Well, I can't use guidance.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a body.
Well,
It's a dead body.
Oh,
The two ravens continue to pick at this corpse. And they stare at you. Stare at all three of you. Their eyes, their beady eyes, turning their heads side to side in a questioning manner.
Oh man. Can I try an insight and try to understand what they're waiting for?
Looks to me, lad, like you need to make a choice. Which one will you follow?
Well, the dark raven is actually a symbol, isn't it?
Roll me knowledge, religion, all three of you, as you stare upon these two ravens. Cortec, you have advantage because this is from your history, your village.
Oh,
Correct! This is a good time to do it. You know the Huggins, the white raven is thought. You also are aware that the black raven is Mummin, is memory. So you have thought and memory. Huggins stares at you and says, "Penny for your thoughts?"
wait, what? I didn't understand that.
Penny for your thoughts? And the black raven picks at his brother and is like, no, he needs to remember.
Well,
They continue to pick over the corpse
all right.
and flutter around each other
Is there any red blood in the snow, or is it just so far?
Would you like to investigate the corpse?
Sure, but not from going too closely.
Ulfgar is going to hold you, or try to hold you there.
Yeah, so I'll stand behind, so I'll probably take, disadvantage because I'm not allowed to go close or something like that?
So investigation requires you to handle or touch an item. So are you... I mean, you've already rolled it. Ulfgar, here's the question: are you holding her back?
Yes, he would. He understands what's going on, and he's trying to keep the naive child from ruining it.
Maybe.
All right, if Ulfgar really doesn't want her to go, she won't. She'll sort of squint at it.
You gain as much knowledge as Cortec. It's a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You see Ulfgar put up a hand to Ava and put a finger over his lips as he stares at Cortex.
All right. Okay. Well, Cortec will actually move forward and we'll try to get the white raven out of it.
How do you do this? This is a bird about the same size as you. It like flaps and beats its wings against you, right? And continues to fight its brother over the corpse. Your interference just seems to get it mad as Hugin's like flap, 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 flap. You get swapped, but it's a dream, right? You feel anxiety like as these thoughts come smashing into you. Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, Cortec will he gets the axe of his brother, and he swings at the white raven.
Roll an attack roll.
What? Didn't work. Okay.
That's a hit. Do damage. Tell me how you kill this white raven.
Oh dear.
Well, Cortec gets really mad of the idea of thoughts because, well, all his life he lived without, well, really thinking that much. So, well, he chops the white raven's, well, head.
Yeah. And that's when you notice, right? The corpse on the ground, right? And then you realize that corpse is you.
Oh dear God.
Well, I guess I'll have to remember it.
The night goes by uneventfully. In the morning, you all wake up.
Ulfgar begins meditating to prepare for his journey into the tomb.
Yeah, Ava sort of looks around, sees it there when not on the tundra, there's no bodies around. She's like, that was such a weird dream.
It was super realistic, though.
Yeah.
It was super realistic. Everybody's at full HP. Everybody gets their long rest benefit.
Sort of gives Cortec a bit of a side eye. Because she's not going to say anything first, but if he says something...
It was just a dream, guys. It was just
a dream. Yeah, but it's like, you know how when you wake up after having like an argument with somebody in a dream and you're kind of mad at them in real life?
Dude, yeah, that's happened to me several times.
Sort of like that, giving her the side eye.
Why did you hit me? Why did you hit me?
Yeah. So Ava will sort of tell the dog, point to Cortec's brother, and say, watch him for me until I get back, okay? Sort of give him a little scritch and give him a little bit of food.
The dog and thumps its foot. Toom, 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 toom. Cortec, I need you to share me a memory of you and your brother.
Any memory?
Any memory.
Okay. Well, he remembers very well the day Lorton actually paralyzed his brother.
How did it happen?
Well, it was actually making a bet that he couldn't ride one of the Stormstriders, one of the big horses from the tribe. As his little brother tried to get on the horse actually dropped him on the ground, and he got paralyzed for the rest of his life. And Cortec actually remembers very well Lord's reaction and despair when he heard his brother, and made him promise that he would be stronger and actually find a way to cure his brother.
Ulfgar, what are you doing this morning?
He begins, like I said, meditating and preparing his spells. So he continues to get ready for the delve into the tomb. Checking his equipment, making sure his armor is shored up, making sure he's got everything ready for the quick trip into the tomb.
Anything else as you make your way down into the tomb? Cortec, I think you want to have a scene with your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. He's still asleep, right? As you wake up, he's still recovering from his injuries. How do you wake him up?
Cortec gets some food and wake him up with some food.
He wakes up and he says, "You remember, brother?
Remember what?
The accident?"
Yes, I do.
He says, "We made a promise, remember?"
Yes, and I was hoping we'd keep.
I found a way. It's the Holy Master. He has the ability to cure people of their injuries.
Okay.
I saw Lord Bartholomew. A soldier was going to die, and I saw him bring him back to life. I saw him replace lost limbs. Saw it all. It was a miracle, Cortec. You should have seen what I had seen. I'm telling you right now, Cortec.
And you think that's the only
Lord
way?
Lord Bartholomew can save our brother. He can cure him. That's why I joined the Inquisition. You have to understand, Cortec.
Well, I do understand. I mean, it's not just the best I see. I follow, but I mean, do you
Have
really
you found
understand?
a cure?
No.
You made the promise, Cortec.
No. I think you're getting the story wrong. You made me a promise that you would get strong and you would find a way to cure your brother.
Well, he looks at his
You
hand,
promised.
right? He's like, well,
Well, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be attacking your brother first thing with a bunch of bandits.
you are fighting everything Lord Bartholomew hates. You're wearing the armor of the enemy. Cortec, don't you understand? You're on the wrong side. You're supposed to be human.
Well, that's a matter of just pretty much perception. You think on the wrong side. So far, I've been fighting everything I think is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, look where it's gotten you.
I mean, you're one to say.
He begins
Well-
eating, right?
Well, Cortic will look at him, and if he thinks that the only way for Bartholomew. Nothing.
What did you say?
Cortic actually asks Lorton if he thinks that the only way Bartholomew, because Cortic says, well, everything I heard about the Inquisition, it has never been good.
Have you even tried to learn Cortec? Or did you just take a word of some monster? And it looks over at Ulfgar, who's his eyes was blazing the other night.
Well, he stands up, points at Ulfgar, and says, well, that monster helped me get here. That monster actually helped me way more than anyone else during my trips. You should know that people that are actually good deserve respect.
Shakes
we
his head
always
and he's
do.
like, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. I'm trying to keep a promise.
Well, I won't let you go. And I really don't think you found the best way to actually do it. But you can try to convince me.
It says in time you'll learn, Cortec. In time you'll learn. You haven't had my experiences.
Well, you
He's
haven't had
your younger
mine.
brother, right? He's your younger brother.
Oh, Cortec looks at him and says, haven't. So,
You've always lived in a fantasy world, Cortec. Thinking of giants and storms, and you've never been here on the ground with us normal people. You've always had your head up in the clouds.
Ooh.
well, maybe that's why you're common and you got your ass kicked.
Says maybe.
Well, okay, I won't try to change your belief or force you to anything, but you're not going free.
He holds his hands up. He's like, "Hey, yeah, well, there you go."
Well, that's it. He just leaves his brother, and he actually walks up to Ulfgar and says, well, now you know what I mean about the Valkyrie.
Lad, perhaps you were visited by a celestial, but that doesn't make them any more trustworthy than the demon.
Well, I mean, you gotta take a side, right?
But did you choose the right side, Cortec?
Well, I mean, did you? How do you know you chose the right side? You just
Says the
believe in
man
something.
who uses dark magic.
Yeah.
Says the man who does dark magic.
That's the thing, you know, how do you figure out if you chose the right side? Just believe in something, go for it.
Does it help or aid others? That's the true question. Or are you only in it for yourself, Cortec?
Well, I mean, since the beginning of my journey, my main goal was to actually bring glory and, fame to my clan, and through that, I exercised my belief. I mean, that is my goal in life.
I wonder, Cortec, are you bringing fame or infamy upon your clan?
Well, I mean, aren't those the same thing? Just enough whoever is looking at it.
I suppose, but I know the Inquisition does not look kindly upon others trying to impede their advances.
Well, if there's something I know well, is that if half of my village believes in what we believe in, what we were taught, the same way I do, they're not letting the Inquisition.
Ulfgar smiles. I have a feeling if you wish more recognition one way or the other, you'll be getting it soon enough. I feel a war is coming.
Yeah, well, after what we have been through with the Knolls and in Fort Malgrave, I guess that's pretty much undeniable point.
We may have to work with the Inquisition before the end. Will you be willing to set aside your personal beliefs to end this coming war? Will you be able to work with them as I have tried?
Well, if they're willing to work with me and let me do it, well, pretty much based on what I believe in, sure. I mean, I won't try to change their mind as long as they don't try to change mine.
The Inquisition will always try. As Ulfgar walks away.
Well, Kortek looks over his shoulder and says, well, that makes it a little bit more difficult. And, well, I guess that's it for the interaction.
What's next, guys? Are you descending into the depths after a nice hearty breakfast?
I'm ready.
Ulfgar is as well. He'll nod to Mudskip as we get ready. He looks to Cortec. What are we doing about the others? I would not leave these bandits here to take advantage of our host, and I would not trust your brother to be alone either.
Well, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I mean...
Mudskip offers to... I'll keep an eye on that. I'll make sure that they won't do anything stupid. I'll also keep an eye on your brother, Cortec.
Alright, Cortec walks up to and says, well, thank you, and if there's anything I can do to favor, please let me know.
She nods and replies, and she says, Cortec, don't believe everything your brother does. The Inquisition has good people. I am one of those.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep that in mind.
She nods and replies, and she says, Bartholomew has a way with people. He has a silver tongue, to put it mildly. There's a reason why he's an Inquisitor Lord. He gets people riled up, and his words are incredibly persuasive.
Mm-hmm. So you think that...
Don't blame my brother for everything.
Yeah, but what do you think we should do with him? I certainly don't want to kill him, but it seems it's impossible to get him to cooperate.
She seems much more milder, right, than she was yesterday, right? Because she had 24 hours to sleep on it, and she's like, I don't know, Cortec. When I first discovered that he worked for Lord Bartholomew, I wanted him dead, but I don't know now. He may be useful, he may... I don't know. These situations are never black and white.
Well, okay. Anyways, be safe.
She nods in reply.
Cortex looks at Ulfgar and says, well, we can go.
You descend into the depths.
Here we go. That sweet dungeon music means.
Go ahead and place yourselves.
Oh, okay.
You descend into the depths of what appears to be some sort of tunnel and cavern. You see corpses, not of human, but of mites, man-sized mites. Some adventurer down here has been eradicating them. Roll me an investigation as you look over the corpses of the dead. Suddenly they all seem to be staring at you and moving. What do you guys do?
Ulfgar readies his holy symbol.
I think
Ava,
being surrounded by grossness and dark, will sort of have a second of panic, and then in that second, she will toss off a firebolt.
You cast the spell and it smashes into one of the corpses. It shatters on impact. Ava, you quickly discover that these are all dead.
Ugh.
Alas, I would have you keep your magic under control. You are on sacred ground.
They'll sort of wince and look abashed, but like she totally thought that they were coming after her. So she just looks at Ulfgar and says, if it comes to a choice between the living and the dead, I'm going to pick the living.
As you say this, you have this cold sensation within your bolt. It's so intense that you can feel it.
Ulfgar is going to put a hand up for everyone. He is going to cast a spell.
Sure.
He is going to cast Locate Object, specifically looking for gem.
Within 1,000 feet of you, if the motion is open, you know that. General particular item? Okay.
Yeah, so it could be gems or jewelry.
Let's see here. You do not sense any gems down here. 100 feet.
I think it's
1,000
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. Okay, down below you, you sense gems. That's
How far down?
Roll me a D100. That's a long, broad statement. About 550 feet down below, you can sense gems. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you definitely sense that.
He will mention it.
You also sense gems at the farmhouse. Yeah.
Well.
Old Farmer Ed's been busy. Let's just see how long it would take us to dig 550 feet down.
You start digging.
Couldn't we look for some stairs or something first before we dig?
Is it solid stone? Is it loose rock? Is it what kind of earth is beneath us?
So looking at the earth beneath you, this looks like to be natural tunnels.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's almost like some creatures have dug in through here. You can roll a stone cunning. Let's see here.
So that's +4 to that. So that's a 21.
10.
No, he has advantage. So it's a 17
okay.
plus 4.
So you're familiar with this type of mud and stuff. So you are quite certain that this place had collapsed on itself and had been flooded over multiple times past 500 years. So the dwarven architecture, right, is minimal at best. The reason why this place is still being held up is because of the tunnels. Tunnels are one of nature's strongest forms of natural strongest forms in the world. So that is why it is still here. Your dark vision allows you to see what seems to be a feces pile.
Is it fresh?
Oh no. It's wet, and it's got like fungus and mold and all types of nasty stuff on it. Yeah.
He is going to lead the way ahead further into the tomb.
You go further into the tomb. In the darkness, you see baskets and corpses. It might have been a food pit of some sort at one time. These creatures that are dead and are gathered around you. You're literally walking on like corpses, right? You see areas that have been somewhat salvaged, right? As you approach the tomb, that's when you notice in Dwarven. Who's using light? Anybody using light? This is totally dark down here. Ulfgar sees it, but I don't think anybody else does.
No, it was like walking as close to him as she can without like touching him.
In the torchlight, you can see a tomb.
Ulfgar, hold on. Nope, too far away. He still walks closer with his holy symbol ready.
You approach the tomb. Ulfgar, you quickly realize that this tomb, the tomb's lid had been slid open, and its contents revealed to the air. And whatever had been in there has been ransacked and ravaged.
He begins to get angry at this.
Yep.
But he approaches closer.
Yeah. In the firelight of the tomb, you notice there is markings upon it. Familiar markings, Ulfgar, that you can recognize immediately. This was once the tomb of a gold mantle.
Once he gets here, he will open up his senses to the eyes of the grave once.
You see three figures once again surrounding you. You immediately recognize them as your ancestors. They nod, and it is as they explained.
He motions for the group to stop where they are as he approaches the sarcophagus.
Everyone roll me perception as the ground beneath Ulfgar begins to shake.
Oh.
I will take my passive.
Excellent. everyone notices the ground beneath Ulfgar begin to move and shake. Ulfgar, what do you do as this large creature comes spewing from the ground?
He enters a rage.
Nah. Okay.
This creature appears. I assume everybody moves.
Yeah.
If it's going to be directly beneath Ulfgar, he will move, so it will come up in front of him as he begins to rage and readies his warhammer.
It comes forth out of the ground. And in this infernal language, it goes, Hisnarni Garsni Niharsna. Does anybody speak infernal? Oh, okay. Well, that's when it releases its big, fat, acidly spew. Everybody make a reflex save as this acidic, corrosive, gross crap comes spitting out.
Dexterity save.
It is a dex save.
I have advantage on this.
Let's see here. Makes it. Ava, you take the full 25 points of damage. Everybody else takes half.
Oh my god.
This is acid damage that washes over you. This creature appears to be insect-like, gross and disgusting. Everybody roll initiative as this fun combat begins.
Fun. Yeah, my computer's touchscreen just had a little bit of a
Crash?
temper tantrum. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be right there.
It doesn't have any bonuses. Okay, that's fine. Well, that's fine.
Does Ulfgar's ancestors manifest as he enters his
They
rage?
do, yes. And that's when you notice that they... Oh, you don't have your spell up. Okay, never mind. But they mouth something to you. I think you know what they said.
And Ulfgar starts to smile.
How many points of damage did I take?
25.
Oh, that.
Are you unconscious already?
No.
No, but I bet she's hurting. That's what happens when you don't... I mean, that's her best save, probably, too.
Yeah. Not unconscious, but not looking too hot.
Looking bad. Oh, and I need to roll a die for.
You might want to stay out of the range then next time?
Yeah.
It is a big-ass range. Good luck. It covered, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it covered a lot. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm 35 feet away from it right now.
And
But I mean, you're a long-range shooter, right? So you don't have to
Yeah.
be close.
remember, you still have to have your torchlight. So, in order to see.
Ulfgar is noticing a theme here with the gold mantle tomb.
Really?
It's the second one he's been in.
What a funk.
Alright, so is it my turn to start?
Yes, Ava, this big, just like acid just spills forth from this insect-like creature, and it snares every one of you.
Ugh. So she'll use her movement to get back.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's backpedaling, she'll fumble, reach into her quiver and pull out a normal arrow and try and take a shot.
That unfortunately misses. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Not for this.
Okay. Cortec, you are up as this wave of acid hits you. You're nimble enough to dodge out of the way, but it quickly
All right.
into.
Cortec actually takes out the bearing dagger from his brother and the axe, and he moves up and attacks the creature.
Go ahead.
So X dagger.
A miss, hit, miss.
And roll 7 damage.
It shrieks in pain as it takes 7 points of damage. The creature shrieks rears back and says, "Esnarni garsni." It takes the disengage action and disappears into the depths.
Ooh.
Oh, let's actually put that back and then put it like that. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
Oh no.
Wants to play hide and seek, huh?
Oh, and I need to roll.
Oh boy.
Are you going to punch yourself, Ulfgar, to keep the rage going? You know what this encounter is going to be.
Yeah, I know what this encounter is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to figure out what we can do about that.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
See what kind of tricks Ulfgar has.
Are you going to drop out of your rage? What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do, buddy?
Oh boy.
Who's still with us?
I am. I'm
Okay,
deciding. Yes, as a bonus action, he will exit his rage, though he's still frustrated at this beast. For his full action, he is going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Blocked by 1 foot of snow, 1 pound of thing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you do not sense it.
It's not within 30 feet?
It's definitely within 30 feet, but you do not sense it with 1 foot of stone. The barrier's penetration. So,
Oh boy.
I cannot confirm nor deny your sensory.
He is actually going to take a step to the. Just going to step. And that's his turn.
Ava, it is your turn. The fire flickers against the tunnel.
Oh, brother.
What do you do, Ava? How do you fight something you cannot see your face?
One second.
Oh yeah, buddies. Oh no, what you gonna do if you can't swing on it all the time? Yeah. Yeah. What's gonna happen now?
Mm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think it crashed on me. We'll see.
I will. I don't know if
That was
I'll
super weird.
post something and you give me.
You can't have a ready action.
No, I know, but
Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and close those out.
do you think? I don't think I can do that without.
Do you have a cure?
What?
There it goes. Do you have a cure spell or anything like that?
No. Did you see? I posted a spell in the chat. Did it show up for you?
I had to exit out and then come back.
Oh, okay. Because I don't think that'll appear if I can't quite see it. But
Yeah, I don't think so. You have to
have
know
to
where it
target.
is. Yeah, you have to. You point a finger at a target in range, and I don't think you can see it, so you can't target it.
okay, so I will. Oh no, this is not good.
Yep.
I guess I'll sort of get my glaive out and ready in action to hack and slash if it comes out in front of me.
You can also ready an action with your bow if you wanted to shoot an arrow.
If it ever
Yeah,
pops
but
up,
she's
then,
more paranoid that it's about to pump up in front of her. So she wants to be ready to smack it away.
yep. Have you considered using Second Wind?
Yeah.
As a fighter, you have access to it.
I mean, just a helpful hint.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
It's up to you what you want to
If
do.
that was a hint because my health is low and he would murder me in the next attack.
I mean, you don't know that for sure.
Just because it did 25 points of damage in the first volley, that was just a fluke.
Alright, I guess I'll go for it. Let's see. Fire level is
I mean, you'll make your
3.
save next time, right? You'll make your save next time. That's solid. It's better than what you were.
So 7 plus 3 is 10.
Mm-hmm. Plus your con. Anything else, Ava?
Nope, she's just preparing herself.
You have your glaive out and prepared
Yeah.
to strike. Kortek, it is your turn. This creature says something and then disappeared.
Can I insight what you said? What it
Of
said?
course, yes, you may. But that will be your action as you're trying to, like, recall and get its...
No, never mind. Okay. So... Cortec will move up a bit. Let's see. Alright. Well, healing word, Ava,
Excellent.
and he'll ready his action. Like, whenever the creature appears, he will attack it with, he will attack it. Either
How? What weapon is he attacking it with?
he will toe the dead it.
You will what? Told the dead?
He's writing
Yeah.
a cantrip.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The creature double moves.
Oh.
Ulfgar, it's your turn.
As a bonus action, he is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Excellent. What type of weapon does this look like? See if I can find a picture of what you're wanting.
Let's just keep it simple. We'll just do the like a hammer, like a warhammer.
Wow, there's a lot of hammers.
There's
a lot of hammers.
It's simple.
There we go. And then tokens. Make sure you have control over it. Where are you placing it?
He will
You
place
should have
it
control.
here. Now he does. And he will step here next to Cortec. And he will ready a cantrip as his main action. He will ready the Tearing Chain.
Excellent. Ava, it is your turn. You can hear it scraping and grinding against the cold earth. This insect-like creature seems to be approaching you, Ava. But you don't know. Not for sure.
You might want to group up.
Yeah, she's getting a little paranoid, so her head's whipping around back and forth. So,
Ava, what's your perception?
not great, but
Roll it.
oh boy.
Okay. The echoes from the sounds it makes, right, goes off the walls. And What do you do, Ava?
She will dash over here.
Excellent.
Sort of stand there, looking around wildly and having her glaive up.
Cortec, it is your turn.
Alright, well, of course, Cortex moves up here, and he will, cast Sanctuary on Ava.
That's a good call. That's really good. Well done. Anything else, Cortec?
He'll just save his action to attack as soon as the creature appears, and well, he's gonna be like holding the dagger and the.
Everyone roll me perception as this creature finally emerges.
I will take my passive.
Excellent, you see it. Actually, you don't see it. But you do hear it, though.
I see
Cortec,
it.
Damn.
you recognize immediately what it had said in the past. It said, "You will be buried down here with me forever." That's when you all know what it's doing.
Oh.
Does it succeed yet, though?
Oh, it definitely succeeds. At the mouth of where you guys entered, you hear it scraping and clawing. It appears to be closing the dungeon. Ulfgar, it is your turn. It seems to be burying you alive.
Hold on, I'm checking the range on the spell.
Yeah. That's why I said it's double moving. Yeah. I'm a dwarf.
Oh, brother, this is bad.
It's going to bury you alive in here forever.
But the worst part is nobody has line of sight.
Right? It's almost like I planned it this way. Good. Good. Are you double moving, Ulfgar?
He was, but I'm looking to see if the spiritual weapon moves on as a bonus action.
It does. I'm pretty sure it moves 20.
Yes.
No. Spirit weapons are badass. They just can't get anywhere very fast.
Hey, neither can Ulfgar, so it's gonna be right behind me. You guys see Ulfgar just start sprinting off towards the entrance of this holy symbol.
Oh god! Ava, it is your turn. Ulfgar starts taking off, buddy. Like, whoosh, whoosh.
I guess I'll do some sprinting as well.
Do it. Excellent. Anything else, Ava?
I don't think so.
Excellent.
I'll switch to my bow again, I guess.
Smart. Smart. Quartek, you're up next.
Alright, so Quartek will use his action dash.
Mm-hmm.
And he uses action surge.
Mm-hmm.
And with action surge, can he move again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can definitely move again.
Yeah. He moves again and destroy this thing.
Grapple it. I mean,
You
I don't know if
can't.
you want to.
He double moved and then an action surge. He's out of everything.
Oh, that's right. That's all you can do.
The creature smiles at you, Quartek, and it takes another action to once again close the way.
Is this a hole? This black area?
Take your attack of opportunity, Quartek, as once again it buries itself underground.
The black stuff is part of the walls. That's a wall.
Yeah. So the only thing that you can move on is the yellowish.
All right.
Take your attack of opportunity, Quartek, as it buries itself once again.
Oh god.
What weapon are you using?
Oof. Oof.
What weapon are you using?
An axe and a parrying dagger.
So what weapon are you using?
Hint: you want to use one weapon.
What
you don't want to use that parrying dagger.
Yeah, the axe.
Excellent. Your axe digs into the creature's flesh. However, it sticks in it, right? And you lose your grip as it descends into the depths. That's what happens, buddy. Your axe is embedded within this creature, but its thick, unnatural hide just simply takes it with it into the depths.
Alright, I mean, I think Quartek is kind of getting mad about losing axes. Jesus.
I don't know why you can't keep axes, buddy. I don't know. I don't know why you can't keep axes.
Maybe you're a natural spearman.
Well, I guess.
The axe is still embedded, right? It's solid. It's in it. So it's just in its inventory. It's just like, that's what it belongs to. Once you kill this creature, assuming you kill this creature.
Oh, so can you use locate object?
You can. Awesome. Ulfgar, it is your turn, buddy.
He tells everyone to get back up the hole. And he wants to climb up, but he won't. He will. What'll he do? What can he do?
What can you do, Ulfgar? You can cast a spell, locate object. I mean, you clearly see Cortex slam his axe into this creature's hide.
Yeah, he'll cast locate object on the axe.
Excellent. Oh, wait. Before you do that, you sure you want to break concentration?
It would be breaking concentration on the detect evil and good, and that would not help it. That wasn't helping it.
Yes, you sense this creature as evil. This is truly an evil creature. Yeah. Does it give you anything else besides that?
It would have given me the location, but he goes too deep from Ulfgar to notice. He knows that it's either a celestial, an aberration, an elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. And then that's about it. He also would know if anything had been desecrated. He also would notice if anything had been desecrated, like if the tomb was desecrated.
Not in the ritual sense, but this fiendish presence definitely means that it's desecrated. Does that make sense? Just the presence of this creature means that it's desecrated.
And then, yeah, that's it. So then he would drop concentration on that and then start concentrating on locate object on the...
Excellent. You sense it. It is currently right here.
He will shout out that it's over here where and he will tell everyone to get back up the hole.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole.
It's inside the walls.
It's inside everywhere. Anything else, Ulfgar?
He used his bonus action to move his spiritual weapon closer to him. And
Excellent. Ava, it is your turn. Ulfgar's shouting, like, everybody out of the hole! Everybody out of the hole!
Move here, and then... Oh boy. Yeah, double move till she's here.
A wise decision. Gortek, buddy, what are you doing? He knows that it's right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Alright,
pointing.
so...
Can you see? No, you can't see it. You'll have to move to see Ulfgar, and then he'll direct you to where he knows where it's currently located.
Alright, what Cortex does is that, like, he hears Ulfgar saying, get up the hole. He, moves here, and, like, leaves, like, holds one end of his rope, and let it, like, fall on the ground and tries to get it.
Okay. Anything else, Cortec?
No, that's it.
Awesome. Because the creature moves. And everybody make a reflex save.
No.
Don't I get a roll?
Yes.
Don't I get a roll?
Yes.
again, Ulfgar has advantage on this.
Wait, shouldn't I get a roll to see if I can get up the hole?
Ava!
So you moved, right? Right here. One,
Wait,
two,
well, is
three,
that
four, five,
sanctuary
six.
still in effect, right?
It is.
But it
You
doesn't
get
affect
bonuses.
AoE.
Yeah,
Oh.
shit.
doesn't work on AoE.
Oh.
Oh shit. 11, 17, 23 points of damage.
Oh no,
Everybody
that's
takes
on
23 points of damage.
that's
It's
on
just-
that nose. I am exactly at 0. So you
But
should
hey,
see,
you're not in the negatives by too much.
well, you just see Ava get hit with it like a giant glob in the face, And it, like, clotheslines her off her feet, and she goes down.
As Ava collapses, this creature in a mocking, disgusting voice says, Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He sighs. He's going to burn his last second level spell slot. He's going to Circle of Mortality raise Ava back up with the healing word at second level.
Do it. Maximized. Yes.
Yeah, so Ava, you get 12 hit points as Ulfgar tells you to get back to your feet and get back up the hole.
Cortec. That was
And he does move, though, and starts getting up the hole. If he can.
He has Lucon?
You were very close to taking all that damage.
I took only half?
Yeah, you only took half.
Oh, okay. I took all the damage, sorry.
Oh, no. You only took half.
Okay.
Yeah. So with Ulfgar's full action, is there anything that he needs to do to start climbing up the...
No, it's just movement.
Okay, on his way past the creature then, or on his way through the hole, he is going to let loose a word of radiance. He's going to use the fire element to deal fire damage to this creature.
Do it.
Ignore the rage damage.
It's con save, which I think it's got a pretty good con. Yeah, it's not amazing. It eats it, takes the full damage. It screams. Takes the full damage.
And Ulfgar starts going up the hole, and that's his turn.
Excellent. Ava, you are back with some HP, but not a lot.
Ava will, like, wipe herself off so she can see, like, start scrambling up the ladder, and as she does, she'll whip a fireball inspired by Ulfgar.
Sure.
Or
The
firebolt.
icy arrow bites at you. It's a reflex save, correct? No, it's con save. And it eats it. It screams.
Firebolt should be a roll to hit. She's just rolling the damage.
Oh, it must have...
No, I thought it was a con save.
Not for a fire.
No. Okay, yeah, I was thinking of something else. One by Ed.
That's weird.
Fireball is a dex save.
So yes, go ahead and roll to hit. It's a ranged attack, I believe. Yes. That unfortunately misses.
And it's based off your spell DC, so if your spell DC is lower, then it's not going to be a plus.
Yeah, it would have been good anyway.
And you head up.
Yeah.
So let's be clear on where everybody's at. So, Ulfgar, buddies, let's go ahead and start splitting the party.
Better hurry up, Cortec.
Oh yeah. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. Let's go ahead and make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. Okay, there we go. Move you over there. There we are. Cortec, it is your turn. This creature.
I can't really go up because they are in their hole, right?
No, they are not here anymore.
Oh, alright.
So yes, you can follow behind us, or you can follow behind Ava.
Alright, well, Cortec will get up.
Excellent. You ascend. Everybody is on the same map now. So I can move everybody back over. Yeah, move everybody back over. Flip that over.
Ah, that's some nice music.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's gonna follow us.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Yeah.
be an
yeah.
above land fight.
Oh yeah, things just got just more interesting. That's all. Cortec, you ascend, right?
Mm-hmm.
The creature follows you guys up. Actually, you can move. Let's see here. Where was it located? Will it be behind you or in front of you? Yeah, it'll be behind you. The creature emerges. That's some silly music. Let's get some boss fight music going. Oh, no, not that one. This one.
Oh. That didn't last long.
No, of course not. Did you think I'd let you go that easily?
No.
You silly human. Cortec, anything else? Oh, you've already done that. It moves. Get to roll a die 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ulfgar, it is your turn.
Let's see. What is Ulfgar going to do?
That's a good question. You think that you're going to escape it? It laughs. Perhaps now you know why it was buried.
He is going to cast. So he lost concentration on the locate object. So he is going to cast Bane on the creature.
Excellent. I believe that's a charisma save.
It is.
It's terrible charisma.
That's what we like to hear.
Oh yeah, it eats it. It is now baned.
And as a bonus action, he's going to start move the spiritual weapon up from the hole from beneath. If it gets in range, it'll attack, but I don't know if it'll get within range.
Let me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and copy and paste it. Can double move? Can it double move? That's a good question.
I don't think so. I think you can only move 20 per round as my bonus action.
To make it easy on both of us, I'm just going to copy and paste it behind the creature. There we go. Does that make sense? It makes it up. It just doesn't have an opportunity, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Easy on both of us.
And then Ulfgar is going to take a step
It's baned.
to the... He's going to step around it to be behind it.
Excellent.
To flank.
Awesome. Ava, it's your turn. This
Ava
creature
will-
stares at you hungrily.
Yeah. She'll
Disengage.
double move, so she'll make it to the tree and she'll climb 10 feet up.
Are you provoking?
You are still saved by Sanctuary, and it is bound by...
Black chains. So it's what are you wanting to risk? What are you willing to risk?
Yeah, I'll risk it.
Okay, excellent. It takes its attack of opportunity.
So it's at disadvantage, and then, yeah.
This is
He whiffs.
yeah. Cortec, buddy, you think you're gonna escape?
I don't escape. Cortex moves here and wreaks havoc over this thing. Here,
Excellent. Hits.
here,
Misses.
and dagger.
Misses.
That's 5 damage.
Solid damage. It shrieks as your weapon cleaves into it. The creature.
Give me my axe back.
I mean, you can literally grapple the creature. It still has your axe. You see it like embedded into its side as it like and once again it buries itself.
All right. Opportunity.
It takes the disengage and buries
Oh,
itself.
all right.
Okay, nothing happens. Ulfgar.
He will step here. Bonus action, move that there, and he will ready a tearing chain. So he's gonna ready a cantrip.
Excellent. Ava. What's you
Ava
gonna do?
will knock a regular arrow and look around frantically, hold action till pop up.
Okay, sounds good. Gortek, what do you do, buddy?
All right. Okay. So Cortec will actually move like in between Ava and Ulfgar, and he will ready his action to attack as soon as the creature appears with his told death. So you have told death cantrip.
Excellent. This creature's turn. It moves in the depths. Ulfgar, you still have your concentration spell up, right?
I do.
That's right under Cortec. It's moved. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there it goes. Ulfgar.
He's going to point out that it is underneath Cortec as he will move the hammer closer, and he will ready his main action again for the cantrip.
Excellent. Ava, it is your turn.
Right, she hears
It's
this,
right here.
so she sort of, instead of having it in more of a general direction, she narrows it down, points her arrow direct where it's going to pop up, and holds action.
Cortec, buddy, what are you going to do? The creature seems to be right under you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Alright. Well, Cortec will ready. Well, we'll be ready to attack as soon as the creature appears.
Excellent. Unaware of the spell that Ulfgar cast upon it, all your ready actions go off as it suddenly appears next to Cortec.
Ooh.
Come on.
I'm going to use my inspiration on that. It's a critically
It's
hit
almost
with tearing chain.
Excellent. Go ahead. Cortec, that misses, unless you want to use your inspiration. That hits.
So is that spitting it out right? Yeah, that's spitting it out right. Just really low roll. And it is pulled 10 feet closer towards Ulfgar.
It is forced movement.
It is.
Alright, and well, Cortec dealt 4 damage.
Well, it's forced movement. What happens to Cortec?
He grabs his axe back.
Well, that's a grapple. So it's currently embedded within it, right?
Well, I mean, it's being pulled towards us, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess Cortec just sidesteps it.
Sure. We'll go with it. Cortec, go ahead and roll your damage.
I did. 4.
Okay. It's still up. Yeah. Go ahead and make your attack of opportunity, Cortec, as it move. Actually, you don't. You don't. As it literally just circles around you.
Mm-hmm.
Does spiritual weapon get attack of opportunity? Spiritual weapon. I don't know about spiritual weapon. I don't think it does.
It really
literally
can do stuff on my
shifts
bonus action.
around. And then it roll me sweet reflex save, guys. Just Cortec and Ulfgar as it spews forth its poison.
Again, I have advantage on this save.
Acid.
So
Ooh.
17.
8,
That could have been bad.
20. That could have been a lot worse. Ulfgar, you make it. Cortec, you need a roll.
Yeah, just did.
You're fine. Take 20 points. Half damage is only 10. You guys take 10 points of acid damage. It's just...
Alright.
Ulfgar, it is your turn.
Okay, move and finally try to strike this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Has a 15 hit it?
It's going to be close. It hits.
Oof, does 10 force damage.
Tell me how you kill this creature.
Whoa.
As the hammer comes up, he commands it to just bring the head down into the side of its massive... And the impact just pushes it like invisible force sends it flopping off.
The creature dies, curled up, squirming like a worm. And that's how we're going to end this episode.
Oh!
Cortec, you get
That
your
was
axe
fine.
back.
So we made it 30 feet into the dungeon.
Well,
I
no,
mean, that was a mini boss, right? So I
that
mean,
was the little one. It was
Yeah.
a tiny boss. It wasn't even a big one.
Let's see. Meh.
Alright.
Did you guys have fun?
Definitely.
Well, wave goodbye to the audience at home. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.